You hear that, guys? That's my truck rolling out of the shop parking lot. They literally called me. That's why my video of my Brock Lesnar video abruptly stops. Is because I saw the number and I was like, I gotta get this one. I have been out of commission for a week, and they finished my truck 7 p.m. as the shop closes on a Sunday. I tip my hat to those guys. It took a week. It was a problem. Yeah, that sucked, man. I feel bad for them as much as me not having a car. My girlfriend, love her to death. She gave me a ride to work every day. And I got an Uber home because I get off of hours before she did. But man, what a fun night of wrestling. That was really fun. That's what SummerSlam should be. And night one was cool. I mean, it was cool. Definitely the ending was a lot of fun with Seth Rollins stealing the Money in the Bank briefcase. But shoot, man, night two was all that in a bag of chips. That is what SummerSlam should be. That is the biggest party of the summer. I thought the whole thing was really, really cool, beginning to end. Kicking it off with the women's match with Naomi, rolling up Rhea and Io, as Rhea thought she was getting the pin, and then she ended up getting pinned herself. That just adds to the storyline of Rhea. She's going after Naomi now, but I mean, in the back of your mind, the Io Sky feud is always going to be there. That tag team match, whoo, that was just pure domination inside of the ring, in and out. I mean, those guys all killed each other. I wasn't that ecstatic about all of the Wyatts, including Nikki Cross, getting into the ring. But B-Fab got into there at one point. Candice LeRae, she climbed up there for Johnny, and she tried to grab the belt. She ended up, going off of the ladder, threw two onto the outside. I don't even know how she's living. That's beyond the point of crazy. My personal preference, I checked out of the Becky Lynch versus Lyra match. Just wasn't for me. Becky keeps the title. I still don't understand why Becky wants that Intercontinental Championship. I go all the way back to the point where she attacked Bayley to get into the women's tag team match. So she wanted to win the tag titles, but then she voluntarily turns on Lyra to lose the tag titles. And then she turns all of her preferences. Did she always want this Intercontinental title? Is it something against Lyra? Are they, because they're both from the same place? She doesn't want the new crop coming in. Like, I can give storylines, but they're not telling me anything. And now Bayley's getting into this. Bayley hasn't won a match in like a year. I mean, this girl won at WrestleMania last year. She won the Royal Rumble last year. And now she's just unwinnable. We move on. I mean, at least it won't be Lyra versus Becky, but is it going to be Bayley trying to win the championship for Lyra so Lyra can fight for that belt again? Why doesn't Lyra just fight for the United States Championship? Why doesn't Lyra just put herself into contention to go after the main title with Naomi? I don't get that. I really don't. I mean, I've always said that these women's titles that they come out with, they've never found a way to make sense. They got the women's tag titles in contention with the Judgment Day storyline, and now it's going to the Just Friends. So we're starting to run with that belt, so these girls can break up, and more than likely Judgment Day can win it back before Liv returns. And then we also have this one, and I'm still complaining, but like, Julia put her title on the line on SmackDown. I think that's the first time she's defended it since winning it at the SmackDown before Night of Champions. So, I don't know. That's just me. I got all fired up there about something I said I didn't even care about. Dom beat AJ. AJ going all out with the Eddie Guerrero tribute tonight. That was awesome. That was well worth the wait. If somebody thought about this when they were going to do the Night of Champions match, and they said, hey, if we have a SummerSlam match, it's going to be the 20-year, anniversary of the Dom storyline with Eddie, and maybe that's why they put the brakes on. Maybe that's why they didn't do it at Saturday night's main event. Maybe that's why they ran the injury angle. That's planning, and that's awesome. We get to Cena versus Cody. Those guys went out. They beat the hell out of each other. That was awesome. I mean, they fought everywhere. I didn't like Cody not wanting to make the match hardcore. It was him that made the match a street fight. But suddenly he doesn't want to use the steel rod. Suddenly he doesn't want to use the title. Suddenly, but Cena has no problem hitting him with the chair. Cena has no problem putting him through a table. I mean, this is what he asked for, and it was like he almost didn't want to do it. But he wins the championship back. Big badass Brock comes back. I'm conflicted on this. I think it's awesome, but I think in 2 months I'm going to hate it. I'm not a big Brock Lesnar fan. That's just the God honest truth. I don't like him just dominating people. When it's all said and done, I haven't said it, I think in 3 years he's been missing. But I think someday I might give him his flowers and say that was awesome. I have my moments with him, but overall I'm just like, I don't want to see a dominating match. And I don't want to have, 15 steel chairs that fall out of the sky to beat this guy. I don't know, but I mean, like, we'll get another Roman versus Brock match. When he was there last time, him and Cody were friends. When we'll get Cena and him, maybe in Paris. So, that was a good night of wrestling, guys. That was a really good night. Sorry about the rant about the car. I'm really excited about it. First time having it in a while. I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to check in on Jeremy. If I can drop in on that stream, we'll have some fun. So, let's ready to roll. We're going to work tomorrow, 4:15 a.m. Hopefully we'll get some stuff announced for Raw. And we'll have a big one because we got Seth Rollins with the championship. CM Punk wanting to take his head off. That's a good night of wrestling too. Peace out, guys.